difficult conversations. Hi, Coach Doug here. Today we're going to talk about how to have difficult conversations. If you're dealing with underperformers at work, or maybe a situation that is going wrong in your business, it could be a difficult client, it's easy to avoid the conversation simply because it's the easiest option. Well, it's our human nature, of course. But let's talk about how to have that conversation to be more confident, less stressed in a way that can produce very positive outcomes. First, identify a difficult conversation. It's anything you find hard to talk about due to the fear of the consequences. This is where our mindset needs to change. The fear of the consequences. The fear of the negative outcome. Well, as a leader, if you avoid the problem, you tend to begin undermining your own leadership. Nothing has changed. You're being taken advantage of, and feelings build up and they fester. That may eventually grow into a situation down the road which you will be uncomfortable, and you'll know you've created it. If there's a conversation that needs to be had with somebody on your team, or maybe that challenging customer, and you avoid it and you let it fester, you let it grow, well, you've created that problem and it will come back and it will haunt you, probably for a very long time. And it begins to rob you, unfortunately, of any improvement or resolution for the situation. We tend to worry that if we confront things, it will get worse. So then, what do? We avoid. Put off. And it will, as if it will fix itself. But it never does. It continues and oftentimes gets worse. So, some tips I want to give you today are to help you change your mindset and build your confidence so that you can have these tough conversations. First, be prepared. Preparation is key. Know what kind of conversation you're going into and the personalities you're dealing with. What impact could that have on the conversation? If you have an idea of how they'll react, you can be better prepared for the challenging talk. Make sure expectations are aligned. A lot of disappointment happens when expectations are not set. If they're not aligned or misaligned, address the root cause so that it doesn't happen again. Listen actively, but structure the conversation so that it can move forward. Pause for a moment after they speak, not only to collect your thoughts, but so that emotions can come down a bit. Acknowledge their feelings and then respond. By the end of the conversation, you'll want to share an agreed upon goal. This needs to be clearly articulated to avoid unshared assumptions. We both want this project to work, don't we? Expectations should be clearly set, and you should share common ground. If you can learn the art of handling difficult conversations, it will give you a leg up in handling your personal and your professional life in a more positive manner. What difficult conversations are you avoiding right now? If you heard anything today that you're interested in, let's connect and have a coffee chat, or maybe even a complimentary coaching session.